prove to God you want to get results, you must first of all know that He exists, is real. You have a lot to do, and there's a covenant backing you up.
You believe what the word says, not your circumstance.
Blessed is the man who does not listen to the advice.
Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, teaching it right.
I want to say something to you about those who have goals. Those who have goals achieve more than those who don't have goals. Your life, when you had a goal, will always be different from when you did not have a goal. Even if you did not reach the goal, you'll be better than where you started from before you had the goal. To set goals and to achieve them, you need to be smart. So we're building an acrostic. The first one is S. Goals must be specific. Goals must be specific. I want to be a pastor. What kind of pastor? I want to be a businessman. What kind of business? I want to go into the government as an ambassador or as a politician. Career or politics. Or you want to do business and sponsor people into the government. What? Be specific. What I mean by being measurable is, don't just say, one day I will be this. I taught you about a goal behind the goal. So if you want to have a big farm, industrial, maybe commercial farming, you need to understand how to do it. So training comes first. Number 2, equipment. Number 3, the land, documentation, legal, whatever, and all of that. And then you launch out. So you give yourself 2 years to make that happen. And then you say, by August, I'm going for my training. If you don't put a date to it, you will never do it. By August, I'm going for my training. Then you go and Google. Which schools are open by September? August, September. You list them out. Find out the courses. You don't even have money yet. But you have that in place. So when they gave you, someone gave you 1 million naira, or you made 500,000 naira, and then something's telling you, go and buy a suit. You will ask yourself, if by August, I want to be in school, I don't need this suit. It will define many things about you. How many of you have had money? Money just came to your hands. You just didn't know what to do. Say, it's hot this evening. Let's just go and take ice cream. Now, it's good to enjoy yourself. But when you have a goal, you can have 2 million. And being consumed by that goal. So go and buy me a kuli kuli. Do you have ice water? As you're taking it, you tell yourself, it's just a matter of time. When I was in Ilorin, people would bring cars to me. They say, Pastor, with your status now, be careful how people put you with your status now. You ought to. I said, no, not me. People thought I didn't like cars. People had no idea that I loved cars because of my goals. I was seeing Abuja Church. We were saving up. That was why when we came to this city, almost all the equipment we used for the first 2 years, we bought them and brought them to this city. Because we were planning it, saying, be specific, be measurable, let it be attainable. Don't just sit down, dream, and say, I'm getting a jet by December. Honestly, if you got a jet by December, I'll be scared of you. I have faith, but even if you have money, that may not be your priority between now and December. So that you must have attainable goals. Realistic. Pastor Biodun, what's the difference between attainable and realistic? There are goals that are attainable, but they may not be realistic within the time frame that you're trying to achieve it. But I want to use the phonetic R instead of the letter R. Write down the vision. Write down the vision. Those who write down their vision do better than those who don't write them down. Particularly when you write them down repeatedly. My wife used to be very tired of me. I would write down things, and then by night, instead of me to go and revisit what I wrote, I'll take another book. I start telling her, hey, so remind me of those. He said, but we wrote it. I said, no, let's write it afresh. Let's write it afresh. And then we're calling for hours. Maybe between 11 and 5, we're calling America, we're calling Germany, we're on the internet for what we don't even have money for. And sometimes, people that are with me, there are people here that used to be with me, we just sit down, start looking for things, what we don't even have money for yet, and put them ahead. That will make you save. That will affect your choices. The ants are people, they are not strong. They are not strong. They are not strong. Tap your neighbor, say, ignore your weakness. They are not strong. But look at what they do. Yet, they are smart. They understood their weakness. Now, during winter, dogs fly. Birds take off. Lion is strong. They can go into hiding. Some have force. Ants don't have force. They don't have wings. They can fly. Normally they die. Grasshoppers die during winter, but ants survive. What do? They prepare for food in summer. So during summer, when there's a lot of food, they have a goal. You see them, they are busy. Others are partying. They are busy. Because there's plenty. Others are partying. And God says, learn from these guys. What are your goals?